Um, so let's suppose you are a person who does CrossFit, like these people in this video, and and you have to do a lot of different things, and while you're doing those things, um, you're pretty much standing on your feet. I mean, unless you're on your hands sometimes. Uh, and look at those shoes. These shoes, these shoes are important. There's things about the shoes that will make a difference in the things that you're doing with the weights or rings or bars or whatever. And I would like to take a moment to share with you the best shoes that you can wear while you're doing CrossFit. Look at him. That was in slow motion. Now, let's close down this window. I don't have a lot of CPU usage space. There's 3 basic shoes I'm gonna tell you that you should buy. And you can pick out one of those and buy them. They'll really improve your CrossFit game. Okay, so the first one is the Merrell Trail Glove. That's John. He's a technical guide at the Merrell company. He's probably one of the friendliest looking guys there, and that's why he's gotten to do this. Oh, here. He's cut the shoe in half. Let me show you some of the features. Okay. There's a 0 ball to heel drop, you see? There's a flat line there. If he were holding the shoe up flat, it would be a flat line. And now this is cut in half, mind you. Your heel would be right here, and the ball of your foot would be right there, and your toes would be up there. Now, this is a flat shoe. You're going to need a flat shoe because that is going to help you with deadlifts and keeping your balance. And when you run, I know some of you like to strike your heel when you're running, but you know what? That's really bad for you. You need to just strike the balls of your feet. Look up pose running if you need to. POSE. If you do that, I think you'll find out that okay. Look at that. The Omni-Fit lacing system. It's these little rubber band things up here that basically keep the shoe tight. Keeps it fitting well. Okay, now I've known some people who own these shoes, and they love them. They love them so much that one of them said, and I quote, "These are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn." Okay, let's close this window down. I wanted to show you this video of some people actually wearing the Merrell shoes. That's Sloan. Listen to this. Boxing. Boxing. Sloan is a boxer. Does she look like a boxer? What will she do when her pretty face is gnarled by the gloves of an opponent? Gloves of an opponent is what I meant to say. There. Look at that. She has a nice nose. But when it's broken, it may never straighten out again. She has nice eyes. But when they're black and swollen, will anyone think she's beautiful? I don't know. Let's see here, if we can find a shot of them actually wearing it. There's John again. So there they are. Let me show you something. Okay, they're all barefoot there. That's bad. I want to see some close... There, look at that. The shoes close up. Now you'll notice something about these shoes. I'll just zoom way in. Okay, they have a very wide toe box. You don't want it to be a tight toe box. You can get track shoes that have tight toe boxes and flat soles, but the tight toe box will make it so that your foot can't splay out. If your toes don't splay out, then what will you do? It's a natural way to absorb impact, you know. Something will absorb that impact, and it won't be your toes. Alright, so my first shoe recommendation is the Merrell Barefoot Trail Glove. Now my second recommendation is the New Balance Minimus. You've probably already heard of this shoe. Almost everyone has, including Antov Krupika. Let's just look at this guy for a moment. He runs barefooted most of the time. Look how gnarled his feet are. Hold on. Just watch this. There. Do you want your feet to look like this? Look at that. It looks like, I don't know, an alien's foot. His toes are tiny. His toenails are tiny, I mean. His toes are all spread apart. But, as I said before, that is why you need a wide toe box. The more minimalistic style running you end up doing, the wider will spread apart your feet. Okay. So, Anton Krupika is a famous, very famous barefoot runner. But even he, when running on the trails, likes to wear some shoes sometimes. For a while, he just cut off the soles of his old running shoes. Isn't that madness? But that's what he does. Now New Balance has come out with the Minimus, and it has only 4mm drop, which isn't perfect. It's better to have 0mm, but whoa, it's still a pretty good shoe, and Anton recommends it. Anton is not actually Russian, as you could tell from what he said. Okay, so you'll notice that when he's running around, there he is. He's running around. He's at peace with nature, largely maybe due to his shoes. And I think it would really help you out in CrossFit too. Now, I just wanted to point out to you that he also eats local organic foods at the farmer's market. Look at those things. That will help you in your workouts too. It's not all about shoes, it's about diet too. Okay, now my third suggestion for a shoe that you should wear for CrossFit is the Inov8 F-Lite 95. And when I say 95, I mean 195. Okay, so let's look at this video by naturalrunningstore.com. There it is, the F-Lite 195. And this isn't a great video, but it's better than my video. Okay, so look at this. It's a 3mm heel to toe drop. That right there is just the rock underneath and the sunlight hitting it on the other side. I hope my mouse cursor has shown up for this video. Okay, there they are stacked on each other delicately. There's a red one. I do not recommend that you get a red one. Those are hideous. But, oh, there is the sole of the shoe. You'll notice the stripes, the bands that go over the under the arch support there. Now, there's no arch support, I must tell you. But there's these bands here, and those form kind of a springy pull. So whenever you bend your foot, it springs back and pulls your foot back. Then you'll notice there's grooves along under the ball of the foot and the toes. And this allows the sole of the shoe to bend very easily, very quickly. With these shoes, I think you're really going to find yourself running fast, and you're going to have great stability. All these shoes I told you about are unigender. Except for the trail glove, there's a women's version of the trail glove, but I don't recommend it because it's a little bit more narrow. I recommend finding the equivalent male size. If you would like to read more in depth, I recommend going to sitegonebad.com, and when this little picture comes up, latest and greatest CrossFit shoes, you click on that picture. You click on it fast, and you'll get this article. You'll notice it's very popular. It has 18 likes. That's not a few likes. That's about 15 more than a few. If you go down to the bottom, there's even some comments. It's not a bad article. In fact, it's probably 100 times more insightful than this video. Alright, goodbye.